Alrighty, so another week down. Um, Not too bad. Went in 3 days because we had our class and many lessons Tuesday and Thursday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Um, Good week overall. Monday they had their Great Depression test, and I graded notebooks, graded a little bit of the tests, and just pretty much did that all day. Wednesday was the start of World War II, which I was really looking forward to. We started with Nazi Germany, and we kind of did an interesting, he called it a show and tell, where you kind of explain how Hitler and Nazi Germany came to be, using a lot of pictures and images, and answering questions like how do dictators come to power, why don't people stop them, stuff like that. And they didn't take any notes, and we were just kind of having a conversation, so that was pretty cool. They were really interested in the subject matter, so good stuff. Uh, Friday was like the very beginning of World War II, so we have Hitler annexing Austria, the fall of France, and the Battle of Britain. So we did that, and then they worked on their World War II map, um, just getting their geography of European countries down. So pretty pretty exciting stuff because I like World War II a lot. And it seems like the students do as well. Wednesday and Friday, I taught third, fifth, and eighth period. So Mr. James would do the first period, and I'd do the rest, just to get students more comfortable since I'm, I guess, going in full time now and starting with that kind of stuff. And notice that they're a bit different with me in front of them, but I mean that's expected. What else do we got? Our eighth period, students always have a lot of questions, and they blurt them out. Really interrupts the flow of the lesson sometimes. So what Mr. James and I came up with is they're going to get a piece of paper when they come in, and if they have any questions, they're going to write them down. Because like I said, it just ruins the flow, and you can't really always answer them. So what we were doing is, if there's something that you really have to ask, write it down on the piece of paper. And usually half of the questions we're getting to on like the next slide, and it's like, all right, just wait. We'll see what happens, and we get there. But then there are some that are really good questions, and I really don't want to be like, no, you can't ask questions. Sorry, because they're really interested in stuff, and that makes me happy that they want to know more about what we're learning. So it's just hard finding that balance. But we did that Wednesday and Friday, and it worked really well. Depending on the pacing, I would stop halfway and ask if anyone had any questions they wrote down, and we would answer them. If we didn't have enough time for that, I collected them all, and I either answered them to their face or wrote answers down and handed it back to them the next day. So just a classroom management tip that I've learned worked, or it has been working, but you just gotta stay with it every time, and don't answer questions that some students ask if they blurt them out, because then other students may feel slighted that you ignore their question. So, been going pretty well so far. Continuing to World War II and getting into the fun stuff, and going well. I'm liking it. Gonna start working on units more, and just working on units as a whole instead of just single lessons. It's definitely something that's interesting and different. So yeah, see you next time.